friends. Thanks for joining me for this, a special episode of A Drink from Upstream. And it's a special episode because it's episode 71, which 71 is my favorite number. So I don't know how special it is beyond that. Nonetheless, I want to remind you of something that you probably know but sometimes forget. And maybe I'll tell it like this. For me, I love to sleep with my window open. I have this little pond next to me, and those of you that know where I live, you know that it's not actually a pond, it's a retention pond, but it's very swampy, and so it attracts a decent amount of wildlife, many different varieties of birds. And so I get the privilege, when I get to sleep with the window open this time of year, I get the privilege of waking up to hearing the birds, and just lots of variety of the birds, and I love listening to them. And even today, as I'm recording this, earlier this morning, I got together with a group of people from City Point Church out at our new property, what will be our new property, and we were praying for our building project. And one of the guys that prayed, he made a mental note that the birds were singing that morning, and it was, he included that in his prayers, just a reminder of the creation of God and his care. And it reminded me of myself earlier this morning, being able to listen to the birds. And I would encourage you to do that. I want to encourage you to listen to the birds, to just take a time, maybe even sometime today or tomorrow morning, and listen to the birds. And as you do that, I want you to remember that that God cares about you more than he cares about the birds. And he actually cares a great deal for the birds. Some of you probably know where I'm going with this. Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, he addressed this. And he's talking to his disciples, teaching them what it looks like for them to live as citizens of the kingdom of heaven and not just citizens of a certain country on planet Earth. And so as he's teaching them, he's training them what to believe, how to think, how to process life. And he tells them clearly that they shouldn't, and not just that they shouldn't, but they cannot serve God and money. And so he tells them in this is recorded in Matthew chapter 6, that no one can serve two masters, that either he will hate the one, love the other, or be devoted to the one and despise the other. And then he says you cannot serve God and money. And then it says therefore, and so it's the reality of not being able to serve God and money that was the precursor to Jesus saying, therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Then he says this, look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? That's from Jesus. Jesus says clearly, God takes care of the birds because he values them, and you are more valuable to God than those birds. And so here's my encouragement. Listen to the birds. When you listen to the news this week, when you read news articles, when you watch a television news program or something on the internet, like you, it's very concerning. It feels as if the very fabric of our entire society is unraveling. I don't know. It's just a really, really strange time to be alive. So here's my encouragement. As you listen to the news and all of the things that are going on, make sure you're also listening to the birds, because they're a reminder that God values you and is going to take care of you. God bless you.